Let me share this real quick, and I'm gonna start. Just give me a second, y'all. Damn, I put the wrong link. Wait, there we go. Let me turn the music down a bit. Uh, Fast forward, nigga, 2016. And I'm just gonna fuck a deal. That bitch with me, she's so thick. I need to change everything, bro. I even got the wrong description and everything. Like, that's how I know. I haven't even. Yeah, I should organize myself better, bro. Savage, I was just playing. Y'all pushing nigga fake. Bitch, you hanging around a Haitian. Pull up on tight kids up. Pistol whipping while you bitch nigga. Come on, man, savage. And I always play on mixtape. Yeah, nigga, fuck all that extra bitch on my dictate. Young savage, why you trapping so hard? Why you nigga trapping so hard? Yeah. All right, cool. So these are my results for the day. Okay, cool. If you want to see my live trading session, then I recommend that you join Masters of Price. I trade live, put content there. I even go through backtesting sessions in which I go into detail of how I operate within my system, right? If you guys are interested in that, then go in the description below and join my group. If you just want to learn the foundations of structure, then I recommend that you also, you know, check out video 3 of the original masterclass. It's free. The information is free. However, in my group, I'm giving you guys the information structured and the whole process of how to accelerate your learning from me. But that's that. Now let's get to price. Oh, you got it, 12 cargo rush. So these were the entries that I took. Right here, just 2 trades. $400. Like, I'm cool, right? So so much dope they broke the scale. This is crack kid, not crack sale. My brother in the kitchen and I'm rapping bear. Hey, feed my bag and leave me feet on my belt. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna switch to the 1 second soon, but I'm just, understanding where I am on a higher time frame. That's all, man. That's all. But yeah, we're currently in a higher time frame option, so check it. When we break above a higher time frame range like this, that means that we're currently in a higher time frame uptrend. Now you want to pay attention. Now I'm on a 15 second, right? So you want to pay attention to your down candles, the last down candle. You see a body closure below that, now you know that we've entered a downtrend. Now, with the system that I use, I focus on one side of the market only. Like, yes, you can take trades on, like, you can take longs and shorts, don't get it twisted, but it's a thing where it's so much information to process. It's not sustainable, at least for me, right? Until I get to grow my discipline so where I can now handle that, processing of information. So I just do that. so that I can see my analysis clearly. But it don't matter because I still have an abundance of opportunity, even if I'm only taking longs, right? So we're currently in a downtrend. Well, not anymore. We just created a valid low. But regardless, we are downtrending in a ranging environment now. So when we closed above here, so when we closed above this high, we entered a trending environment, right? And as soon as we got the body closure, I include the, yeah, right there. I'm talking the body closure here. So when we're trending up, I include the wick, the bullish wick in a higher time frame uptrend, right? We got body closure there. Now we're in a range. We're in between this range here. And in a ranging environment, what you want to do is wait until price. Now you're longing now. So this is the bottom of the range. You're not making decisions in the middle of the range. I told you guys in my previous live stream, price literally ranges from supply to demand. That's all it is. The extremes of the range. Now, this is my main time frame, but you'll see that structure doesn't really hold within a range. In fact, that's why most people don't even trade it, right? Most people find difficulty trading it. But that is why you want to stick to the extremes of the ranges, right? Okay, cool. Now, so I have the 5 second on my laptop screen, like right in front of me right here, and I can see this structurally now. I can see it way more defined, and I can understand the actual order flow of this 15 second, how these 15-minute candles are moving. The 5 second is showing that with structure, which brings a lot of clarity on how price is delivering to the supply and how price is delivering to the demand below. But what I want to say before I move down to the 1 second is you need to not make decisions in the middle of this range. You do not make decisions here. You do not execute here. You wait for you wait for your confirmation at the extremes. Mm, 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 mm. And then turn hit hands. No wristband. Boom, boom, boom. Mm, 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 mm. Alright, cool. Now, I gave you guys just a little bit of a how I engage with my system, but I wanna I wanna get down to the 1 second and really get down to the nitty gritty. Blink grub. I was watching them sinking. Chips or Jim Jibs. You niggas are thinking. You're thinking. Alright. And then being right, couldn't be right, cause so I got dashed. Just limping. Like I seen in the doorway. And then leaned onto your yay. Ooh. Getting in the soul bay. Get flamey 24s. Hold on. Alright, cool. I got everything in fashion. Boom. I want to disable that and get sorted. Hold on. I just brought it. The whole mortgage. The all haunted. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. Sorting the cousin. Boom. So you guys see the 1 second chart. You guys see the initial break here. You see 1, 2. Now we created smaller time frame swings here. These are not part of the same time frame as these swings over here. and you can easily judge which swing, what time frame a swing belongs to just by recording. Just track the valid high, the valid low, my bad, the valid low, and then the space between it. Just look at the space between the valid low and the violation of it. And you just want to pick swings that are similar. That's literally how, now you could really go technically, but you really don't. It's just going to make your analysis less efficient. But you can take the ruler and measure the distance between the times, and then you would pick swings that are similar. So as you guys can clearly see, these swings here, this swing here, are way bigger than these little swings down here. You feel me? Alright. 35 right, that's how my day was spent. So look, we're at the bottom of the range, and what do you start to see? What kind of behavior do you see? Accumulation. This is why you don't, like for me right now, I'm only focusing on longs. There's no way I'm entering in the middle of the range. Because I know that my likelihood of accumulation in my direction is way higher if I waited. What? Oh shit. Yeah, well, I got distracted. That's my bad, yo. But my chances are way higher of price heading in my direction at the bottom of the range. As you can see, this bullish move started at the 70. Now it just missed the last down candle. You guys see that here, right? It just missed it right there. But that's cool, right? I'm full time, bro. Full time with this shit. But I appreciate that, Wasabi. I appreciate that you fuck with the content. Yo, for real? Okay. Now someone just sent me a funny message. Okay. So now we're trading back into this zone here. And you see, I want to point out something. Just because we're in a zone to the left does not mean that price finna reverse at all. This is why I like to tell, people in my group that, yo, you wanna not count, not count the initial break and start counting your swings after it. And I keep repeating this, but it's 4 to 6 swings and reverse. So you know that if you're going to anticipate a short, it's definitely not at the middle of the range. And at the same time, it's going to be after after the fourth swing, basically, now you're anticipating a reversal. And all of that is just to make sure that you don't enter a short position prematurely. You feel me? So right now we have a valid low here, but it's failed to break above a protected high. So what you want to see is this is now narrative showing you that, okay, cool, this low is weak. This low is weak right here. So if you're in a buy position, now with my system, even if this low is weak, there's still a way to engage with it. There's still a way to there's still a way to engage with price. If price shows you that it still wants to go up, even though it's weak, then you can take it. It's a high probability move. Which entry you suggest? I've been studying when you're very top to I've been studying this for about 2 months. Like, hey, friction, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that for real. Which entry you suggest? Buy, stop, candle, flip, or just tap? I don't do either, I'll be real. So I can't really talk on that. The whole buy, stop, candle, flip, or just the tap. I don't do either. So I don't know, bro. I can't really suggest either of the two. But as you guys can see, no confirmation was there. And we ended up taking out the weak low. So we ended up tapping into the last down move and we observe. So it looks like we just take this shit out for real. Now I'm gonna step back to the 15-second and see what the higher time frame is saying. I'm gonna erase everything. I give you everything you need, baby. Libo. So look, now we've broken below this protected low here. This low is protected because it broke a higher time frame range. And you know, when I say the differences between a valid low, for me, right, for me, how I term it, how I label it is, let's say we break out of a higher time frame range like this. This low is protected because it had a bullish flip. Now, a bullish flip validates a low, right? Now, a bullish flip that breaks higher time frame structure and is at the origin of the move, that's a protected low. And the protected levels of structure, your protected highs and lows tell you what the higher time frame trend is, and you trade accordingly, right? So the higher time frame trend is going down. We have our zone here, and we have a zone just below it. So I told you we are still in a ranging environment. Now, I'm someone that's looking for, I'm only trading longs right now, right? So this is essentially a move that I like to see. I like to see a low taken. It could be a valid low, it could be a protected low. It just has to be a valid low, really and truly. That's just the rules of my system. I need to see that happen first. And then on the 15-second, I like to see a bullish flip within the 30, 50, 70, within it. It needs to be here because we are in a ranging environment. So I can't make decisions in the middle of the range. As you guys can see, we're clearly in the middle, right? So as price is going down like this, what's the 1 second looking like? So we see our initial break here. We see our second swing there. So when you see, especially in this case, your first swing so deep at the bottom of the range, this gives you the discretion that, oh, okay, cool, maybe anticipating a bullish reversal is unlikely because we only expect it. You only expect a reversal after the fourth swing, right? So what could be below here? In fact, if you zoomed a bit more out, what is below it? Oh, we have a higher time frame range over here that started this whole higher time frame trend. So when you deep it now, you would forget this zone and you would realize, oh, this is the top of the range and this is actually the bottom of the range. Now, it doesn't mean that you won't see a bullish reaction here. You certainly can. But the chances of it working out for you, no. The chances of price even giving you a confirmation here is lower. Now, it's not impossible. And yes, if price gives me a confirmation here, man will take it. I'll take it. But the likelihood of that happening is just unlikely. And we're more than likely going to see it after a valid low is taken. And we enter the bottom of this higher time frame range here. So that's that. Yeah, so we'll just see what price is doing now. So we see a higher time frame pullback now.
when we see a body closure where, hold on. So we first shifted here, and then we broke the protected high here. And now we're currently in an uptrend. Currently. But we know that the higher time frame trend is going down. So this is a higher time frame pullback. You feel me? Mm, 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 mm. I want to hop onto the 1 second, but I feel like I haven't. There's still more information on the 15 second that I can talk about before we even step down. Mm, mm. So you see this, in fact, let's just go to the 1 second now, since I'm talking about 1 second zone. So I mentioned to you guys when you're counting your swings too, you usually get 2 to 3 swings on a pullback. And on a pullback, those swings, it usually just looks like a channel. Like swings mitigating each other. It's nothing like this where you'll see a huge run and then it will leave an imbalance more time, you know? So it's still the same process. You don't count the initial break. So we've still yet to make our first, oh shit, to make our first swing. This is the initial break here on the higher time frame. Of course, on the 1 second, you'd adjust it here, but you know, I usually keep my drawings based on the higher time frame. Let me remove this. So we have our first swing. And now, let me see. Okay, cool. So in this scenario here, if you were to short at the top of this range, what you would do is you would count your swings up. So you would only engage, knowing that it's a higher time frame pullback, you would start engaging in a short, or at least you would start looking for your confirmation to short when price reaches into the zone and we are already at our second swing. So after that second swing is formed, that's when you can anticipate a reversal now. That's how you would approach your engagement with price on um, when it comes to shorts in this type of environment. Now, I'm just showing you guys what it looks like here on the 1 second, but you got to keep in mind, I'm showing you this mechanically. This is what it should look like, but you got to understand where you also are within the range too, you know? So I'm showing you guys what it looks like, but it's up to you to backtest and see when and where you can, this type of move is highly probable. Let's cut off the dome. I can't make it home. I thought that I boned her. She living alone. They're calling my phone up. I got like what's going on. She suck it, put me in a coma. Yo, I swear, man. Thug, yo, he's a legend. I'll be raw. So, and to the right, and I bought. Now look, you guys see these swings over here? Now these swings here are not part of this swing right here. So the initial break happened here, and you start counting your swings after it. Now this is not a pullback. This is a trend, but on a lower time frame, right? Within this, so we have a higher time frame break out of this range, and we start to see swings forming. And we see how many so far? We see three. Now, I also told you guys that that first break that you see can be fake. So if you're shorting and you see a break of structure like this, now first of all, we haven't had our fourth swing. But let's say someone did count their initial swing and they were like, oh, four swings and we reverse. You need to be careful because that first that first break here can be fake. And it's a rule that I implement in my system to wait for the liquidation of that valid high. Now, you know, of course, your boy thought of a way, tested a way, and proved it to be profitable to find out when that first break is real. You feel me? But I can't give that source away. You know, you know. So, but I'm still giving you guys the way I just told you guys to engage right now. All it requires is just a little bit of patience. That's it. Because now in a ranging environment, so look, we're in another ranging environment here on a lower time frame, right? Here's the supply, here's the demand. You're in the middle of the range, but I also forgot to say this. In a ranging environment, the first thing that you want to see is a high taken. You want to see a high taken first. First. So that's another reason why you wouldn't be shorting this first break. Do you see a high taken to the left here? No. So especially in situations like this, when you see price pulling back into your zone, right? So let's say you're short and you're pulling back into your zone, you're pulling back into the range, right? And there are no highs here to be offered, and I'm talking valid highs. You would wait for your 4 to 6 swings. That first break is usually fake. So that first break creates your valid high to take before looking for your confirmation. So that's also very important too. Also very, very important. You know, I'm not gonna lie, go fuck a little nigga, I meant what I said. Fuck up the dick in my life, fuck up the lies and fuck up my head. I can't lie, it sounds crazy right now, innit? Like I'm just singing these lyrics, but with no song in the background, you just think that, yo, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Oh shit. But yeah, I have to listen to music. I don't listen to music while I trade. It's silence. For real. I trade in silence. I have to, otherwise I get too distracted. But when I'm, just reading price, just tracking price movement, yeah, it's a vibe. So now, now imagine if you actually took a short here now, and I'm strictly talking. You saw the first break and price tap back into the zone. Look at the position that you're in. I'm sipping a red. I'm gonna change the song real quick. I wanna live in the watch. Hendrix. Now you gotta realize, I want to show you guys this too. This is a range, and this is a range too. This is what we're trading in between them. And you'll hear, people that trade DTFX that understand what Dave is teaching, that the price is literally not the price, but Price is literally in ranges and ranges and ranges and ranges, ranges within ranges, ranges within ranges, just ranging, 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 ranging. When price breaks out of a range, that trending environment is really, it's short-lived. Trends are short-lived. What you want to master, what you want to gain a level of expertise in is trading ranges because that's what the market is in pretty much all the time. Pretty much all the time. And look at that. That first break that you chased, that you thought was going to go lower and take out all these lows. First of all, you wasn't even in the zone. You wasn't even at the 30. We just tapped literally the beginning of the zone. So that's what timing timing your entry, counting swings allows you to do that. And I told one of the people in my group that yes, you have your zone to the left, but you want to pay less attention to that and focus more on the lower time frame swings on the right side of the chart. So you can avoid to enter a counter trend move because this is a counter trend. We're going up right now. Yes, we are in a higher time frame downtrend, but we're going up right now. So to avoid entering in a counter trend move prematurely, you want to count your swings. Let me go back to the 15-second real quick.
But it's not fall. It's really knocking. That's why my niggas on the bush are letting nonsense. Young pussy with the chopsticks. Whoa. We ain't gonna miss you. They don't wanna smoke. They don't wanna wish you.
And you gotta realize the higher time frame trend is bullish. So a short move is more than likely to occur after this high, but it's even more likely to occur after closing above this high here. So I really want to stress to you guys again, yo, the start of you know, your level of anticipation of price, where you start, the best place to start is just to count your swings. It's super simple. And that's the discretionary component that you can include in your system because counting swings is not mechanical. It is not a mechanical process. And when you start implementing that counting swings, you'll be one step closer to your profitability because that's exactly what happened to me. I was able to make better decisions and I wasn't just relying on zones to the left. I don't use zones, bro. I'll be real. I don't need these lines here because the right side will reverse whether or not this line is here. Whether or not it's here. The confirmation will pop up. The confirmation on the right side will let you know this is the time to enter. The left side doesn't show you that. It doesn't show you that. The right side is what you use to determine whether it's the right time to get in an entry. You feel me? So, yo, you guys, bro, back test it, bro. Back test it. Back test it. Now, if I had to do shit over again, I'd recommend that you guys just observe it first while backtesting. And don't try to take entries because that's how you learn the fastest. G, you cannot learn if you're still in a position. If you are managing a position, most of your energy, most of your thought process, most of your mental capacity is focused on managing your position. It's not focused on learning how price is moving. So when you're backtesting, or even when you're tracking price in real time, like I am right now, you want to focus on just observing price. If you want, you can make a mental note of, okay, cool, this is where I would normally put an entry. I'll just note that and let me just see how price moves. Am I right? Fuck that. That was the wrong language to use. But do I make profit? So you set an entry in your head, your stop and your take profit in your head, right? You just run a simulation in your own mind. Don't actually place the button because that just makes it realer. And then your emotions will now, there's no need for that. And then you observe price and how it moves then. You feel me? And that will serve you way better. Now, you guys see, wow. Oh Lord. Mm, let's see. One, two. What do I know about that card? What? Huh? What? Huh? Yo. What do I know about that card? What? We'll get that card. Everything that card. What do you know about that card? Hey, yo, little man. What do you know about that card? What? Everything that card. Face. Ooh. Chat plan pop up. Everything lock off. Big man thing. You know about lock off. What? Everything lock off. Steel and copper. When we do road, everything lock off. Everything lock off. Everything. I'm gonna erase all my drawings now and we're finna rifle up pop off. Enough girl get walk off. My war is war. Broke the keys for the kill. Man, I rise and pop off. That's a shutdown lock off. Alright, cool. Let's go. Let me actually just see where we are. Hold on. Fuck what you had, born a real life shutter. Photo swerve, skirt, skirt, skirt. Give me the front name, back off. Okay, cool. So if I'm longing, I'm waiting for this flow to be taken. Don't pay them haters hating. And I ring trap and I do road. This is the origin of the move up there. Everything knock off. That's on a smaller time frame. So previously I marked out this one. This is a higher time frame range. But this is the origin of the move of that higher time frame range. Wow, everything knock off. Steel and copper. When we do roadmap and everything knock off. Everything knock off. Now, in these type of environments here, you'll usually see a wedge form. And this is what I wanted. Oh, shit. You guys can barely see it. Okay, cool. Wait. So, 120 in the modes. Scratch card. All right, cool. So, look, I want to chat to you, man, about since we're talking about ranges, right? Price can sometimes form a wedge pattern. So, when you see a failure to take a high or a low, in this case, it's a failure to take a high and you see a pullback, right? What you can usually see in these type of environments here is a break out of the range, tap into a zone above it, and then move back inside the range. Likewise, if you were to go down, you could break out the range, tap into a zone below it, and then move back in within the range. Now, this is like literally a cycle of price action that usually happens a lot of times within a range like this. So if I had to illustrate it for you guys, it's literally like this. For a move back in, for a move back in. And the range that I'm talking to you guys about, what range are we moving back inside? The range that's formed if you trade up above here and move back inside, trade below here and move back inside, and then you would just have your your levels here. Now, if we move back, if we trade above and move back inside, then you would know that we would have created equal highs that take out both lows. If we trade below here and trade back inside, then we would know that we are currently uh, we would currently be on our second swing. No, that's a lie, my bad. We would be on our first swing, my bad. So this is the initial break of that high time frame pullback, right? This would create the first pullback, and then you would wait for the second higher time frame swing as big as this, right? At the bottom of the range. You feel me? So I'm gonna stress it over and over and over again, bro. Do you guys see? And this is just a start. I'm just talking to you guys about counting your swings and just a little bit of narrative here and there. But anticipation, it's the anticipation that you can now form and prepare yourself for. Now, you guys see, now I know what to do in both of these situations. If price does that, then I'm gonna do that. If price does this, then I'm gonna do this. If price does that, I'm gonna do that. If price does this, I'm gonna do that. And with my system, the language that I use for my system, it's literally that. If price does this, then I'll do this. I'll wait for that. If price does this, then I'll do this. I'll wait for that. If price does this, then I'll do this. I'll wait for that. If price does this, then I'll do this. I'll wait for that. If price does this, I'll do this. I'll wait for that. That is how you should be framing your system. It's based within price, not what you think. The fundamental of your system is based on what price does. If price does this, then now those are the only two you need. Those are the only two you need. The only two statements that you actually need is if price does this, then I will do da 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 da. I like to include wait because it's just to exercise patience. I mean, I'm impulsive naturally, so I have to tell myself to wait, right? But of course, you don't have to, do it the exact same phrase that I'm doing it in. But it's just so that you're really emphasizing that you're basing your decisions based on what price is doing, not what you think. You see price do something, you move on to the next stage of your process. And you don't budge until price does something that's in accordance of your plan. So I wanted to show you guys that it's literally just a harmonic pattern. It doesn't have to be in the middle of the range. It can be anywhere. But when you see this pattern, what you want to see is a volatile move out. And there's usually a zone just above it or just below it. So whichever way it goes, right, you're ready for it. Because in the first place, you're not trading in the middle of the range. You're waiting until price gets into the extremes. So when it breaks out of the higher time frame range, it's reaching an extreme level in price. You feel me? So yeah, I hope you guys understood that. And definitely backtest that. Observe it. See it many times. See how price reacts around, what I'm talking about. See it many times. Plenty of times. Don't place entries. That's what I did, and I can't lie. I would have learned way faster if I just sit back and just observed it. I only say that because the amount of information you can take in and actually learn is greater than, okay, cool, I've learned this, let me put an entry in. Because now you split your mind into learning and managing when you should just 100% focus on something. So that's why I always have a session in which I just track price only. These are sessions dedicated to learning, only learning, only learning. I'm not executing. And then I also have sessions in which I learn. So let's say for Asia session, for example, real time. If it's currently Asia session like midnight, I will backtest New York session, but I will only track it and learn. And then I'll have another backtesting session in which, okay, cool, I'm now going to test what I've learned. And that's where you focus more on your management now. You're managing your positions with what you've learned. So what did I just tell you? Look, we break out of this wedge pattern. Not only that, we break out of the range here and we move back in to it. So this is just one out of many, many, many examples that you will see in the market. And I'm telling you guys can learn all of this. The only thing that matters is the amount of time and efficiency in your learning too. But really and truly, I only got more efficient in my learning when I knew what to learn. When I focused exactly what I needed to learn to move on to the next process, because it comes a point, you have so much stuff to remember. And in the original masterclass, Dave is just bombarding you with information. Like, it's a lot to remember. I get it. So the first step that I even told my group this, the first step that you want to do is make video clips of each concept, because all Dave is doing in the original masterclass, right? He's just explaining the same thing over and over and over and over and over again in a live market. So of course it's going to be unstructured. So you need to organize that information for yourself. And he's explaining the same thing, but in a different way. So what you want to do now, you want to take it upon yourself, because I'll be real, I was not finna waste my time watching the playlist 10 times. A whole 2-3 hour video 10 times? Are you dumb? I'm not doing that. Make video clips of each explanation and organize them. Then if you like, this is what I'm doing. I'm telling you guys what I'm doing right now. What you want to do is literally in a video editing software or something. Now you just want to line all of those clips up, render it out, and now you've probably got like a 20-30 minute video of the same different explanations for one single concept that he's talking about. You play that on a routine basis, you have this shit inside your head in no time. That will become unconscious to you in no time. And that's what allowed me to really level up my learning now. In no time. So not only are you saving yourself time, but now you're freeing yourself to have more time to get into more advanced topics. You feel me? So definitely do that, Maggie. So I'm gonna erase everything and I'm just gonna see what going on in there. I'll probably I can't lie. I don't know. I'm thinking of ending the stream here. Cause Price ain't really doing nothing. I've given you guys enough information for you to start. To start. Just start. Start. I tell you guys to start because I tell myself to start. All you need to do is start. And trust me, it just gets easier. Don't think about the end result. Just start. Just start. Want me to repeat it again? Just start. I'm joking. No, listen. Every day is a profitable day. Now, if you guys want to learn the system that I use, I teach it in depth in my group, Masters of Price. And if you guys want to learn the foundation in which I learned from, it's free on YouTube, by the way. Just go in the description of my video. You will see the original masterclass in the description, as well as the link to join my group, Masters of Price. And yeah, man, shit. Every day is a profitable day. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everyone that was in the stream. For real. Like, I know for a fact you guys learned something, man. I finna, even if you just, bro, even if you tap into my streams every single day, what, bro? I'm bumping you up to 80%, bro. Just with the information that I'm sharing here on YouTube, I'm bumping you up to 80% win rate. But you guys need to back test. I say it all the time. If you guys don't know what the fuck a hyperbolic time chamber is, but it's literally that. It's a hyperbolic time chamber. It's literally a separate, in Dragon Ball Z, it's a separate dimension in which time, let's say you can spend 1 year in a certain space, but then you hop out and in like an Earth, let's say you hop back in Earth, it's like, you've only spent like an hour. Only an hour has gone by on Earth, but in the hyperbolic time chamber, you probably spent a year. That's what backtesting is. All it takes is just you have to put in the time. And trust me, if there's one thing that you can trust in this world, it is your time. That is the only true scarce. Is it scarce or scarce? I don't know how you pronounce it, but fuck it. But it's the only true scarce resource that we have as human beings on this earth, in this life in general. Everything else is abundance. Everything else is abundance, but time is the only thing that is scarce. Scarce. But I've never really used that word. How the fuck do you even use? Is it scarce or scarce? Scarce or scarce? I don't know. But you guys get what I mean. So to save yourself time, bro, if you're not getting 70% every single day, save your time and hop into backtest. Stop forward testing. Stop demo trading live. Stop even trading live. If you're not getting 70% consistently every single trading day, just hop into backtesting. And literally, I backtest one trading week. In a day. In a day. You cram one trading week of experience in a single trading day? Trust me, the amount, what you will learn, you will grow way faster than if you were to just forward test that one day, than if you were to demo trade that one day. You feel me? So I'm going to stress it again. Backtest. Backtest, bro. Hey, listen, I'm out though. I appreciate you guys watching the stream. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Or I'll just track. I'll be around like 5 p.m., 6 p.m. UK time. So that's like 12 p.m. EST New York time, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken, but definitely around 6 p.m. 6 p.m. UK time. You can convert that to your time. I'll be live streaming on YouTube every trading day. Yeah. Before I didn't really have a schedule to it, but now I do. So that is the times when I'll be live streaming. So expect me here every day, every trading day, to be to just track price really, because it's part of my daily routine anyway. All I've got to do is just hit record. You feel me? So yeah, man. You guys take care. Remember, every day is a profitable day. The move is more valuable than the money. It's the move that you guys need to learn. You get it? So, yeah, bro. I'm out. Take care. I'm back to